Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good morning to one and all who presented here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for joining this webinar event on science debate organized by our Green Valley Educational Institutions of Metric and CBSE School. I heartily welcome our honorable chief guest and judge for the science debate and National Science Day event, Mrs. Lata Murali Madam, correspondent of Akshara School in Andhra Pradesh. And I welcome our respected chairman, sir, Mr. Javed Khan, sir, and our beloved correspondent, ma'am, Mrs. Aisha Javed Khan, ma'am, of our Green Valley Educational Institution, Metric and CBSE School. And I'm happy to welcome our Green Valley School teachers and students, and a warm welcome to our parents who joined in this webinar. Today, we all are gathered here for a National Science Day program in a science debate going to presented by our Green Valley Educational Institute of Metric and CBSE School. Teachers are the debate topic is about, is technology making people lazy or helping the people? This is the current trending topic recently. Let's join and enjoy this interesting topic debate and get aware about this technology is helping us or making us lazy. And I'm happy to speak about a few words about our chief guest and judge of this National Science Day. Mrs. Lata Murali ma'am, she's completed her MA and BA degrees in Annamalai University in Siddhapuram and started teaching career in the year of 1991 to 2000 in Camford English School, Chittoor. From 2000 to 2015, worked as a director in Indian Group of Schools in Chittoor and worked as a principal in RK Modern School for 5 years. Started a new school in Nagari in the year of 2019, and ma'am is a correspondent of Akshara School in Andhra Pradesh and organizing an online classes during a lockdown without any disturbance for 265 students from the class of LKG to 8th standard. And today, all of us are gathered here to celebrate the 34th National Science Day to remember the discovery of the great Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman sir. On this day of 1928, he have invented the Raman's effect. By celebrating this day, National Science Day, we show our dignity and respect to a famous Indian physicist for his contribution to field of science. Raman's effect explains the effect on scattering of light when passes through a different material. The main objective of the Science Day is to bring the awareness to the people about the importance of science in our daily life and to encourage the students and people by popularizing the science and technology. Every year to make this day, various activities such as science exhibition, speech competition, essay competition, debates, quiz competition, and etc. competition of organizers in schools and college and many organizational institutions. Since in COVID period of pandemic time, so many colleges and schools are conducting and organizing this event in a webinar in online. It is our responsibility to honor a great man in this innovations of contribution greatly to field of science through his innovation. I wish all the science enthusiasts the very best to enhance their science zeal. Now, it's my pleasure to inform a partnership. We have a partnership. A Green Valley group of institutions have a partnership in MI School, MI Kids, and MI Kids is an international English fluency of program. And MI Kids is an international phonics-based English-based program will now be implemented in our school. And many interesting students, kids are participated and developed their English skills. And it has a partnership with an associate with SIP Academy Indian of Private Limited. MI Kids help the children to become an independent reader and a fluency speaker in English. And I'm happy to announce that again, our Green Valley Educational Institution of Metric and CBSE have a partnership with a lead school and it is a current online webinar schools have started many, and it is a lead school, is a top school, and we have an excellent learning system. By this, we get a guarantee result visible in a 6 month. And our kids are, you can able to see and you can access your children's learning gap, and you can get customized learning your program, and your kids will learn from a trained teachers and providing a classrooms in online learning. And finally, we get a learning from outcomes of the students. And it is a sweet remember from the last year on February 29, 2020, Green Valley Educational Institute of Metric and CBSE School have conducted a National Science Day exhibition in Palar Agricultural College, and a chief guest and a judge of this event is our Honorable Vellore District Collector A. Shanmugasundaram sir, have appreciated and felicitated us Green Valley School of Students in the last year. And the last year in Green Valley School, we have conducted a science exhibitions of Stensorica from the date of November 7, 2020 to November 10th of 2020. In this year, we conducted, due to this pandemic, we have conducted National Science Day in a virtual expo. We have 7 days, we are going to conduct a 7 days virtual science expo for students for presenting their science projects. For teachers, we are conducting a science debate on this webinar. It will be shared in YouTube and a live Facebook. Let's join and enjoy this event.
Yeah, Miss Niveda, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Niveda,
Yes, ma'am.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please tell me.
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. This is Lata Murli from Chittor.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I would like to be a part of this debate.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
Welcome, ma'am. I welcome our honorable chief guest and judge of the science debate, ma'am, Mrs. Lata Murli, ma'am, to give us a speech.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, my dear educators.
Morning.
Staff,
Good morning, Miss.
staff and the management of Green Valley Educational Institution. First, I would like to wish everyone a very happy National Science Day. Today, we are celebrating a National Science Day to mark the discovery of the Raman effect by our famous physicist, Sir C.V. Raman, in the year 1928. And for that, he was awarded a Nobel Prize in the year 1930. So that after that, every year, our Indian government has declared a day to be celebrated as the National Science Day. As all you know, isn't it? Science has developed in various fields. Whichever you field you see, we can see science. Without science, we cannot imagine the world. Am I right? Yes or no? We cannot imagine the world without science. Science has improved in all the fields. Right? Take from food, security, clothing, everywhere. From the ice age till this modern age, science is helping a lot to everyone, especially for the students. In the COVID time, in the COVID lockdown, we all thought that there is a full stop for the education, because as we all know that children have to come to school physically and learn. But this COVID-19 has taught us many lessons, life lessons, like we can learn and teach through the online education system. And the children learned a lot through the online education. We cannot tell that we are sitting at home very bored. I feel very bored sitting at home. I'm not going to school. It's not like that nowadays. You can sit at your house, you can sit in your living room, and you can learn from all over the world. Isn't it? Your teachers need not come to school. They can teach from their house. You can learn from your house. Is it not a scientific invention, children? Is it not a scientific invention? Definitely. The science has made a significant role in everybody's life. So let us all start the day with the debate competition conducted by Green Valley. A very happy National Science Day. Let us enjoy the day. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing a valuable words about National Science Day and speaking the great scientist of the C.V. Raman. It is an inspiring speech, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a
Let
lot.
me introduce our, thank you, ma'am. Let's start a science debate. Let me introduce our Green Valley Educational Institute of Metric and CBSE school teachers are going to conduct the science debate. I'm going to present this day. And let me introduce the team of science debate. There is a two topic. This technology is making people or helping the people, or it making the people lazy. This is a two topics of the science debate. For technology helping people, for this topic, our Green Valley teachers going to present. I'll introduce our teacher who going to present about this. Saraswati ma'am, she's a principal of Matriculation School. And Ashia ma'am, she's a coordinator of MI Kids and Lead School. And Sendamil ma'am is from Department of English. And against the technology increase, technology develops, the against debate going to present about the technology makes people lazy. From this topic, the teacher is going to present. Rajiv Shah is a marketing head and a charge head of both the schools of Green Valley of Education. And Fauzia ma'am is the administrator of Green Valley Group of Educational Institute of Metric and CBSE. And myself, Niveta, is a coordinator of CBSE School of Green Valley Education. And we are going to present a science debate. Let's enjoy about the science debate. Let's start the science debate. I'd like to call upon Anashia ma'am to start this debate.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to all. I'm Marsha from Valley School. I will tell about technology help us. Please wait a minute. I will share my screen. Technology helps people. Now, how technology help us in our daily life? In today's world, technology is all around us. A simple definition of technology is basically the knowledge and usage of craft, technology, tools, method, and system of organization with the aim of solving a problem or serving a particular purpose. Technology is always change us more invention. Technology is always changing us more invention or brought forward to improve our day-to-day life. And this debate is also conducting with the help of technology. By this, we'll come to know technology is helping us. Let's see how technology is helping us in different fields. Education. Technology has been gradually integrated into the global education system over the year. Better way of passing knowledge and information to students have been realized because of this. Technological advancement in teaching and assessment have made it possible for learning institutions to become more effective and efficient. Students do not have to use old and outdated textbook anymore. As there are millions of digital and online learning materials available today, there is also e-learning that enable people to study from wherever they are without physically attending classes or lecture. Technology allows language to be taught in different ways. Students can use tools that help them engage with coursework in ways beyond just reading and writing. There are software that read along with language learners to help them understand the flow of the language and how to pronounce the word properly. Communication. The advancement of technology has made it communication unbelievably fast and convenient. It is incredible to look back and see how much earlier communication has gotten over the year. Communication tool offer one of the most significant example of how quickly technology has evolved. In past, writing letter, sending post, etc. Now we have many more efficient options in our fingertips. We can send a message, text them, video, chat, mail, or put a call through. In health, the health sector has also not been left behind as numerous technological advancements have made it easier to diagnose and treat a wide range of illness. Modern hospitals are equipped with the latest tech gadgets that help doctor and nurse to better take care and assess their patient. Technology has played a crucial role in keeping so many people alive through life support machines and other specialized health equipment. Technology also aids in the scientific research of new medicines and cures tech, that are beneficial to the entire human race. Business and commerce. Business is not as usual since the internet came into the world. People no longer have to do business at marketplace and other physical location. In today's world, we can purchase almost anything we want on the web. Paying bills. Technology has changed how we pay bills and transfer money. No more do we have to enter a bank to withdraw money or transfer it to someone. Paying bills has also become simplified thanks to technology. With our phone and a banking app, we can manage all our necessary bills payments online. All in all, technology evidently plays a crucial role in our daily life. Without these new invention and new way of doing things, our world would remain stagnant and there would be no hope for the human race. Innovators and the inventors from all over the world are encouraged to come up with new invention and new way of doing things in order to make the world a better place. From this, we'll get to know technology is helping us and make it easy to do the work. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I would like to call Niveta Miss to present her points.
Good morning to everyone. Myself Niveta from Green Valley School. Let me share my slides. Okay, good morning. I'll start on the debate. Technology is to make our life easier, not lazier. And yes, my debate is about the technology makes people lazy. As Arshia ma'am said, technology develops in various fields like education, health, communication, business, and banking. This developing technology is making our life easier, not lazier. But this technology making our life easier than before, but we are getting too much dependent on it. Due to this, our dependence of technology addiction, almost it's similar to a drug addiction. As Arshia ma'am said, the technology makes the communication fast and convenient and connects people closer even if they are far living. But what actually happens is we become lazy to move from one place and we keep on sitting in one place and we are stuffing our mobile phone. People say technology brings people closer, but because of this technology addiction, we keep distance with our family members. Nowadays, we are not spending a time with our family and friends. We become lazy to do our live communication with our surrounding people. We can able to see this from this image. We can able to see we are keeping a distance from our family. We are not spending a quality time with our family. Next, a technology sucks our brain. We have lost our thinking skill and we are not able to memorize even our own mobile number. We don't have a patience to do our own basic daily lives of calculations. Immediately we search for a calculator to find a value. Due to this addiction of technology, we don't use our brain. We are making our brain lazy and we are losing our thinking skill. See, we are not at all thinking and we are not giving work for our brain. And nowadays there are many searching engines in the internet. We are easily search a word and find the pronunciation and spelling, and we get many e-content books and articles related to our search. We dependent more in our technology. Because of this, we lost our knowledge. Without a mobile phone, we cannot able to spell a word or pronounce a word correctly. Before, we use a dictionary to find the word for a meaning, and now we are using the internet to make it easier. From this generation, students are not using the books and dictionary to read and search. This make people lazy to read the book in traditional way. And we are not at all discussing with our friends and we lost our creative things. And the next point is, this electronic technology created to make our life easier, but not lazier. In olden days, people used to walk from one place to another place, but now we became lazy to walk nearer to a place. We use a vehicle to travel. And many electronical items like washing machine, TV, because of this gadgets of electronic items, we lost our physical activity. Because of our laziness, many people get affected by these diseases. And children are more addicted to this technology. In olden days, children used to play in outdoor and be fit in activities. Nowadays, children are attracted with this technology and sitting in front of TV and mobile phone. After the online class, they keep on playing in their video games and many online games. So they become lazy and they are not at all playing. And then my final point is about health. We are ordering food in food apps. We get tempted by seeing those food items. We order the food in hotels and we don't get food and we do not cook food in homes. We get more crazy in online foods. We eat those foods blindly without checking the quality of food. That much we get addicted and become lazy to cook the food, and we are eating the unhealthy food and spoiling our health. And from this picture we can able to see we are more addicted and get attracted by the mobile applications have the food, and we are ordering and we are eating the unhealthy food. So I'll conclude my point. We became a slave to this technology and it changes our lifestyle. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I would like to call Saraswati Miss to present her point.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Sara, principal of Green Valley Metric School, Pernambuc. I feel very happy and proud to be the part of this Green Valley Education Institution Metric and CBSE debate. Now I'm going to tell how technology helps us in many ways. Please wait a minute. I will share my screen. Yes. Let's see one by one how technology helps us in many ways. It saves lives and improves healthcare. It provides education. It gives communication. It keeps us connect with each other. And last, it helps us in business, record keeping and retrieval. Before I'm going to start, I just want to say a quote which will lead to my topic. Once a new technology rolls over you, if you are not the part of the stream roller, you are the part of the road. Yes. If you are not using the technology for your development, surely you will be the loser. Now, we are living in the 21st century. To survive in this world, surely we need technology to develop. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. Now, I'll tell one by one how technology helps us. It saves lives and improves healthcare. Yes, technology saves lives and improves the healthcare. In past, most of the people died due to unknown diseases, but now we have machines to scan bodies, test bloods, and other fluids. So that doctor can find diseases and they cure it soon through technology. Yes, because in the past most of the people died due to unknown diseases, but now technology develops. The doctor, they can able to scan our internal organs and they can able to find out what disease attacks us, and they will cure it soon through the technology. From this we can understand technology saves the lives and improve healthcare. Next, my second point, it provides education. Yes, in lockdown, education has spoiled a lot without technology in the beginning. Later on, through technology only, education has started through online classes, educational videos, and educational channels in television. Next, a great part is internet. Yes, internet made education easier and also a great education tool for all the ages. We get instant answers for everything. Students can always use the internet to get more information for their researches. Yes, I can prove that technology provides education because in the lockdown time, most of the students, they were spoiled at home without using this technology. But later on, when we started to use the technology, they get more information and education through this knowledge to develop their knowledge. And internet, before all, in the past, when we need any answers, we'll just go through the teachers or we'll go to library to find the answers. But now it is very easier for all the students. If they need an answer, they can type in Google, they will get the instant answers for everything. So it is helpful for all the ages to get instant answers. So from this, I prove that technology provides education for all the ages. Next, the third point is communication. Whether in business or personal life, technology has improved communication. Email, Skype, texting, FaceTime, and social networking sites give people from the world the easiest possible way to stay connected. Family members who are spread across the globe can join gatherings via Skype. Video conference is on the rise, thus reducing the need for physical travel. Yes, for communication also. In the past, when we need to communicate with others, we have to go. We have to go and meet them physically. But now it is possible only through technology. Without going and meeting us physical, we can meet them through Skype. So it is a great opportunity for all the people to communicate with the family members as well as for business, for everything. So from this, I prove that technology helps us to communicate easier. Next, business. Yes, record keeping and retrieval. Most business have switched to electronic basis rather than paper files to store and access their records. This has become an essential and everyday part of your work environment. Before in the past, everyone, when they want to keep their databases, they will write and they will keep it proper in the places. They will use the paper files only. But now, all the business, they have switched to the electronic databases. When they need to save anything, they will type and save in the system. So after 10 years or after 20 years, they want to see means they can collect it back. They can retrieval and they can check. So from this, I'll tell you that technology helps us to keeping the record safe and to retrieve again after many years too. From these points, we will understand how technology helps us in many ways. People always fear change. People feared electricity at the beginning when it was invented. Didn't they? Yes. Now we are all using electricity. Without electricity, it is impossible for doing the work now. So like that technology also. Now we are conducting debate in webinar. It's possible only through the technology. In this situation, conducting debate in live is impossible because of pandemic. But in this difficult situation too, it is possible only through the technology. And before, I want to say a small point that Niveda Miss has delivered that she said technology makes us lazy. So I get a remind that a great person, you all heard about him, Bill Gates, he said a quote. What does that mean? I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. Like that, you also think technology makes us lazy, but you can make all the hard works easy with that technology to develop. So think positive, think big. To win big, use technology as a tool to develop. At last, I'll end up my speech by proving that technology helping us in many ways. Thank you for the great opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I will call upon Rajiv sir to present his debate on technology makes people lazy.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is Rajiv. Now I'm going to tell how technology making us lazy. In the 21st century, technology has evolved to accommodate a more convenient lifestyle and meet everyday need that could possibly need fulfilling. With the right tech in your home, you might not ever need to leave your bed. Example, a massive amount of entertainment happening without leaving the sofa. Now imagine that you have a TV remote, a plug point next to the sofa, and mobile with data pack. It goes a whole day without knowing what is going on around us. Here, laziness becomes a good relative for us. Saraswati ma'am told that technology helped us during lockdown. As scientist says, and as my point of view, technology is the reason for lockdown. If there is no corona, if there is no technology, corona may not be in the world. Just think who will suffer by corona? People of all ages with less immunity power and people with pre-existing medical conditions such as asthma, diabetes and heart disease appear to be more vulnerable to becoming severely ill with the virus. Corona would not have attacked us if our body had been stronger. So using technology entire day if we sit in sofa means it raises risk of heart diseases, diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure and high cholesterol, which all play a role in the condition. So when technology increases, diseases also increasing. Without technology, corona would not have imprinted anyone to this extent. We would not had a lockdown also. But now everyone thinking technology helps during corona. Hospital. As she told, I'm asking a question. Why we need technology in hospital when we didn't suffer mentally and physically? If we completed all the works using technology and sitting in sofa, body will not be inactive. Then mental and physical health issues sure will come. Then innovation. Nowadays, human feel the need to not remember information that we found on Google, which decreases the amount of information memory the brain can hold. Technology decreases the strength of the memory and how well we will be able to retain that information from our brain. So yes, technology strongly affects our innovation capacity. Family relationship. Technology plays a major role in hindering family relationship. It profoundly affects the family by decreasing family time, reducing socialization and face-to-face interaction. Technological advancements are transforming the ways families interact. For a family function, invitations are going through social media even though they are in next street. So technology makes us lazy. Because of the technology, we have become lazy. We suffer a lot in our real life. My conclusion is yes, technology helps to transfer money and also helps to transfer active people to lazy. Thank you very much for giving this great opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Sindamir ma'am to give us a debate about technology helps people.
Good morning to all. First of all, I wish you a happy National Science Day to all. Now I'm going to talk about technology helping people. As Rajasa said, we are sitting in a sofa and wasting our time and making ourselves lazy. No, not like that. We are sitting in one place, but we can learn many things, skills. What's happening in the world? It's up to us whether we have to use it as our entertainment or learning a new things or new skills. Okay, now I'm going to start my topic, technology helping people. Now I'm going to share screen. Technology helping people. In today's world, technology is all around us. A simple definition of technology is basically the knowledge and usage of crafts, techniques, tools, methods, and system of organization with the aim of solving problem. Technologies influence plays a major role on military, architecture, cities, health, communication, government, time, calendar, record keeping, language, education, business, and commerce and agriculture. Though technology, we can move or travel all around the world. We can communicate anywhere in a second, though technology. The backbone of any technology is its infrastructure, which includes both telecommunication and transportation systems. So, evaluation of both systems has greatly helped to shape the modern world and even possible for remote workers or international businesses to utilize video call and conference calls via internet to keep their business going without interpretation. Sorry, without interruption. As opposite to having to learn from printed papers, now e-books and even online webinars allow people to learn faster. Most efficient and fashion collections are available though online scale with the convenience of mobile computer systems. According to this, some people think that technology powered the society into negative and harmful way, but that is not the actual truth of this world. Actually, technology is misusing by some bad or cruel persons. For example, a student was using YouTube or any search engines for education purpose or for entertainment. In that time, some unwanted content, pictures or videos displays as an advertisement, it will definitely affect children. But we cannot say that technology is the reason for this. This is done by a human who has no any patriotism of social justice. So technology is good, but the usage of technology is completely depends on the user how uses it. Edward Teller says, the science of today is the technology of tomorrow. That positive attitude will lead to positive outcomes. Without technology, we cannot survive in this world. So, what is my conclusion is technology is boon to us. Use it in a positive way. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, finally, I'd like to call upon Fauzia ma'am to give us a debate about technology makes people lazy.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Fauzia from Green Valley School. My topic is technology making people lazy. Let me share my screen. Technology making people lazy. As Sentinel Miss has said, technology helps in business, technology helps in business, but it takes manpower. That is, man is replaced by machines that makes human lazy and causes unemployment as well. She said about communication also. Now let me ask you one thing. We all are connected digitally, no doubt, but are we connected emotionally? We could spend hours talking to a person in a digital way, either calls, texting, video calls, but when it comes to face-to-face communication, we don't have time. Have you ever imagined yourself a day without cell phone? Did you ever think in life how much are we dependent on it? No person in this world could ever exist without a cell phone. The reason being is helplessness. It is sometimes impossible to measure how much we use technology each day. We can never escape from technology. Our day-to-day work is completely dependent on it. When we talk about small kids, they are much into gaming and understanding its futures. It doesn't have much adverse effect on them, but the radiation from cell phone, laptops, television may affect their eyes. No doubt, we are being benefited the most through technology, but we don't know our limits. First and the most important thing is to set our limits. We are so bound to it that we are losing our social contacts with people. According to statistics, young generation talks about 11 minutes to their mother and 8 minutes to their father. Is it not that shocking? We are so hooked to the social world that we lose our connect with our parents as well. Now, the most important question is, how much time do you give to yourself? You are so worried about others and their lives, but what about your life? Did you ever sit back and talk to yourself? We are so into others that we forget ourselves. This is where the psychological issues come into picture. Now, Facebook or Google can create an algorithm that knows you better rather than you know yourself. For instance, Netflix tell us what to watch, Spotify tell us what to listen, Amazon tell us what to buy, Google Maps tell us where to go, and soon the development of a technology will tell us whom to marry and whom to worship. Technology is something we have created and now we are only letting it dig our own grave. Technology is not a bane. It has really benefited and changed lives of thousands of people. Hence, let it not turn to be a demon to us because everything is on us. Hence, now it is us on to decide whether we should control ourselves toward technology or letting us to control us. I would like to tell impact of technology on human life and health. On the basis of life, makes people lazy, makes less creative, less memory, reduces manpower causing unemployment, lack of skill development, lack of exercising of a body and mind. On the basis of health, makes human narcissists, that is, lack of empathy, manipulating, controlling, superiority. ADHD, that is, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, addiction, depression, obsession, that is, obsessive compulsive disorder, headache, neck strain, hearing loss, eye dryness, eye weakness. Now, I would like to tell about healthy, wealthy mobile. The healthy, wealthy mobile phone is the one which swallowed up hand watches, torch lights, letters, books, radios, typewriter, calculator, our love, relationship, our time, our peace, our money, our health, and our memories. After this only it gets smart and we called it smartphone. The developing world began to have such an effect that man is dumb and the phone becomes smart. Man was free as long as the phone was tied to the wire. When the phone is free, man tied to the phone. Everyone is busy in touch, but no one is in touch. This is the sad truth of today's world. A life without technology. Technology drives our lives today, and we are totally impacted by it in many aspects. That sometimes we miss those beautiful things that can bring us too much joy and happiness. Life without technology. We barely hear the morning birds chirping as we wake up with our mobile clock snoozing. We rarely hear the rustling of our papers and leaves as we are too busy typing away keys. We will never learn to surf the ocean waves as we are too busy surfing from page to page. We tweet so much with other as more than a baby bird tweet for their mothers. We don't prefer chatting in person, but to chat online as we have more friends on Facebook than in real life. We don't remember birthdays, anniversaries anymore as we know that our phone wishes from them foremost. We no longer require torchlight as we are guided by our phone light. We hardly look out our windows to enjoy a sunrise. We just don't see our wall clock ticking as we only bother about our phone battery dipping. We buy a dictionary just to keep in the bookshelf as we find the meaning of a words only through Google Help. A home is just a now button we press to escape from the multitasking mess. We are mesmerized, hypnotized, and satisfied by a 2 by block of a metal that sits in our pocket. We have settled for something that cannot love us back. Emotion is the only thing that technology lacks. Now, I would like to share some images, the world before and after technology. Have a look at once. This picture tells everything. Landline united the family, mobile divided the family. The world before 1995, the world now. Now, I would like to conclude my session with a quote. The difference between technology and slavery is that slaves are fully aware that they are not free. Technology and tools are very useful and powerful when they are your servant, not your master. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction, the world will have a generation of idiots, said by Albert Einstein. Thank you for giving opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for all the Green Valley School teachers of Metric and CBSE School for presenting the science debate. I hope everyone enjoyed this interesting and thinkable debate, right? And it's time for a judgment and conclusion. Now, I would like to call our chief guest and our judge, Mrs. Lata Murthy Madam, to give us a conclusion for the science debate. Does technology helps people or it makes lazy?
Yeah, everyone, they did their level best, right from Miss Ashia, and she has told about how technology helps in our daily life. Like it is in education, how it helps. It removes the conservative method of teaching. And it was ruled out totally. And how it helps in communication, how it helps our health, business, commerce, and paying bills also. So she has spoken very well. And coming to Ms. Niveda, how technology makes the people lazy, very well, telling that we are too much, sorry, we are too much dependent on the technology and we don't find time to spend with the family members. That is true, Ms. Niveda. Even I am experiencing in all the day-to-day life, parents keep coming and telling me that children are not at all talking to us, madam. Nowadays, they are having their mobile phones. If there are 4 persons in the family, all the 4 persons, they are busy with the mobile phone. So that is true actually. And even with losing of memory power, because always we are switched to mobile, laptop, what is that, smartphone, everything. We are losing the memory power. That's also a correct point. And we don't use our brain properly. Even 2 into 2, 2 plus 2 also, we are using calculator nowadays. Isn't it? What is 22 plus 22? Immediately we'll go for calculator. 22 plus 22, what is that? We cannot tell properly. But those days, even when our ancestors, like fathers, great grandfathers, they tell 354 plus 453. What is that? Immediately they tell the answer without using these calculators or electronic gadgets, isn't it? But nowadays, if you ask our children what is 5, 6 are, they will stand simply blinking on our face. So this is also a correct point. And children, they don't have reading skills. These are all told by Miss Niveda. It was very fine, Niveda. And Miss Sara, the principal, she also spoke very well regarding the health hospitals. Okay, because many people died due to unknown diseases that is now diagnosed, and a lifespan of the person has come to 90 years. Okay, so she also spoke very well. And about internet, she spoke very well. We get the instant answers immediately. So that is also, and record keeping. She spoke about record keeping and retrieval of records. So that was very fine, Ms. Tara. And fourth one is Ms. Rajiv Vasigaran. I think I'm right. Mr. Rajiv Vasigaran. He also spoke about how technology make people lazy by sitting on the sofa. He gave very good explanation about that. And sofa has become the good relative. And due to lockdown, technology, how it make the people lazy, he told. And there is no innovation, there is no creativeness among the people because of this technology. So, and fifth one, Ms. Sendamil Chelvi, how it helps. She used the word, what is the definition for technology? Nobody told about that. But Mrs. Sendamil Chelvi, she told about the definition of technology. It was nice. And sitting in one place, we can find about what is happening around the world. That is a fine point, actually. And the last one, Ms. Fauzia, how it makes lazy, the person lazy. Man is replaced by machine. Yes, it is right. Okay, man is totally unemployment problem starts. So there's a fine point. And she spoke about quotes in a rhyming words. It was fine actually from her part. And about my conclusion, my view, my opinion of this. Whatever it is, a coin has two sides, isn't it? Either it is negative or positive. If it is a positive, there will be a negative. If there is a day, there is a night. If it is a right, there is a wrong, isn't it? If it is a good, there is a bad. If it is a God, there is a ghost, isn't it? So whatever it has, they have two views, isn't it? So let us not conclude that it helps the people or it makes the people lazier. At any cost, we need technology. A person needs technology, but the man is a logical being. We all know that. He knows what is good and what is bad. He knows what is right and what is wrong. So if we limit the usage of the technology, definitely we can lead a successful life in our society. So that is my view. So technology is good, technology is bad. Both it has got positive and negative. But it is the man who limits the usage of the technology. It will be good. All of the 6 of them spoke very well. My congratulations to all the 6 educators, and keep rocking like this hereafter, okay, in the future. And I wish you all the best for your better future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving a good judgment and the right judgment. And special thanks to pointing each and every teachers and appreciating our everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for giving this results for the science debate about technology helps people or making lazy. And all the audience, just think how the technology, and now we conclude that how we can use this technology, right? Okay. And it's time to thank each and every one of you. On behalf of Green Valley Educational and Institution, I extend an hearty vote of thanks of our chief guest and judge, Mrs. Lata Murali ma'am, who spared a valuable time from his busy schedule to grace this occasion and participated and given a judgment about the science debate. I thank our chairman, sir, and correspondent, ma'am, of Green Valley Education Institute of Metric and CBSE School for organizing a National Science Day and conducting a science debate for teachers and for students of a Visual Science Expo. A special thanks to our correspondent, ma'am, for guiding us and lead this event in a right way. I thank to all the Green Valley School teachers who worked behind this National Science Day and making this event a grand success. I thank to all the parents and Green Valley School students for joining this webinar event of the Science Day. I thank you once again. I thank you each and everyone for participating in this webinar. Thank you.